Concerning new reports now out about the growing bird flu outbreak.
Yes, this morning, the New York Times reported scientists are worried about the rate of infection among cattle. But just how much do we need to worry? We're joined by infectious disease Dr. Jonathan Pinsky from Endeavor Health Edward Hospital. Thank you so much for being with us, Dr. Pinsky.
Nice to join you.
Let's get right into it. What is the current risk to the average person, and should we really be worried about this?
Well, right now, this is something scientists and public health officials need to keep their eye on. Right now, there's no real risk to the general public unless you are a farmer who works with cattle or work with wild birds or in the veterinary profession. There's no real risk to the general public because it's not something that's transmitted from person to person right now.
That's something people will hear you say, but they still will have their concerns. So what precautions can you advise people to take to avoid this being a problem for them? And talk more about how this does spread. You said it's a certain way here.
So the virus type, this is an H5 influenza virus. This is very different than the seasonal flu, which are different types. As everyone knows, right now there's a lot of seasonal flu out there. But this is not the bird flu. This is the H3N2 and the H1N1 viruses. The H5 virus, or the bird flu, is really adopted well to animals and can transmit easily between animals, but it doesn't adopt well to humans. So it's not really something that can be transmitted from person to person. But it's something you can pick up if you're close to a bird who's infected, or a cow or another animal that's infected.
Can you talk about what some of the symptoms are?
Yeah, very similar to seasonal influenza: fever, cough, sore throat, runny nose, but also notably, a lot of the cases also had conjunctivitis.
Dr. Pinsky,
or red eyes.
Okay. Any other big misconceptions about the bird flu that you want to clarify or clear up for our viewers today?
Right. I mean, something that's very concerning because, we have immunity to seasonal influenza. These come every year. We all have vaccines that are adopted for the seasonal flu that protect us against these things. We really don't have any immunity for avian influenza. No one's been infected with that before, and we don't have vaccines that protect you against it. So if the virus were to mutate and, say, become adopted to be transmissible from person to person, that would be a pandemic emergency. So that's something scientists and public health officials need to keep their eye on. Fortunately, right now, it has not happened yet.
Well, let's hope that it doesn't. Dr. Jonathan Pinsky, we appreciate you coming on First at 4 and educating our viewers. Thank you so much.